Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Liz. Thank you for stopping by. I am doing a post review of the system that I posted a video about when I got it. Maybe 2 weeks ago, something like that. I don't remember exactly when. You can go back and check. But this is basically going to be the review of it, how I use it, whether I like it or not. This is going to be quick. This is not going to be a long video by any stretch. All right, so this is the Forever Young system. It comes in a cardboard box, all right? And you put this box on the air. I literally removed that so I could show you that. And man, that was tough to remove because it was with these drills in here and stuff. It's heavy. It creates a vacuum, and I had to fight with it to remove that, okay? But this is good because if you want to travel somewhere with these drills, and the sun is coming in now, of course. If you want to travel somewhere with the drills and the packet, it's all set up for you, you can easily do that. Now, I'm going to let you know, I am not 100% sold on this system, and I'll explain why. All right, so, I mean, it's a nice system. I have it set up like that. I mean, I would prefer for it to stand, but if I do stand and I pull one out, they drop. It's a pain, so I've been using it laying down because there's no dividers in between like the typical towers that I use. So it's like a laying down tray thing. It's not a tower. Now, it's an okay system. It's an okay system. To me, it has a couple of flaws. I'm going to show you. Now, when I put these in, I have the bags in here. I normally wouldn't have put the bags, but I already had kitted it up in a different, just in the baggies, and I was using the bags, and I'm working on a big painting. So what I did is I'm like, I'm just going to throw the bags in here. So in that case, it actually is really good because it's got plenty of room. Okay, you got plenty of room here to add, to keep your bag in there along with your drills. Okay. One of the issues that I'm having with this, and it's not just because of the bag, although the bag might be a little bit of it, but I don't think so. It does have some static, okay? I mean, I could put stuff in there to minimize the static. I just haven't because it hasn't been that big of an issue, to be honest, but it does. It does have static, okay? As you can see on the side there, that's all like kind of stuck there. But I mean, it eventually works its way out, so it's fine. That's not the biggest issue I have with this. The underneath, I wish it was white. So what I've been doing is, as I'm working on it, I put a release paper underneath if I'm working on the canvas, because this sticks to the canvas. You got to be careful. It won't hurt the canvas. You just have to wiggle it off after. So I'll use that. So that's fine. Okay. The issue that I have with this, and I don't think it's going to last, is this hinge. I wish it was just a snap-on lid that you could pop off. Sort of similar to this. This is Diamond Art Club, but like you could just pop it off. I mean, some trays do pop off. Just depends on how they design it. I don't think that this is going to last. Opening and closing it, opening and closing it, opening and closing it. This is going to break. That is pretty thin. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I turn on the light, if you can see it better. It is very, very, very thin. I mean, the price, it's expensive. It's $44, I believe. I think it's kind of expensive. It's like a little bit less than $1 a tray because they're $45 plus the case. Is it worth it? Would I pay $1 for each one of these? No, I actually wouldn't. If they have the lids on, possibly, maybe. But no, I really think that this is going to be an issue. So I've made the decision to actually send it back. It's through Amazon. I have 30 days to try it. So I made the decision that I am going to send it back. For some people, it may work really, really well. I'm just seeing that for $44, I can see in about 3, 4, maybe 5 months of me using it, maybe not even that long, that these are going to start breaking. At that point, what do? I mean, at that point, you can't even lay them flat because you have the drills in here. You still need to have the lids, but it's not going to stay. Even with this closed, it's not going to stay. Now that pops out easily enough. Some people have issues, I guess, with the the clasp, I haven't had any issues with the clasp. You know, they pop easily. I haven't had any issues at all. So, I mean, that's really just my biggest thing. Oh, and also as you're working on it, that's another thing. That's actually maybe even bigger than the hinge. When I'm working on it, sometimes depending on how I put it, if I put it like this way, like say I'm working on this side, I'll put it on this side by mistake. That's on me, but I have to pay attention, and I'll hit this and it'll tip over. So you have to make sure you put it on the whatever side you're working on, that you're not like going over it, because you hit it, it will tip it over, which can be a serious issue if you dump it on your canvas and it's all stuck, and then you got to take off one by one. I've had that happen multiple times with different things, not just this, but sometimes, you know, the tray will pop or spill, whatever, it happens. But I see that happening a lot as I'm working on it, because sometimes when I'm working on it, I'm not paying like the biggest attention to the tray because I'm used to the completely flat trays. Is it a good system? To a degree, yes. I think it's very useful. I just think that they need to upgrade these lids where you can literally pop the lid off. If they had it, first of all, if the trays were white, but okay, they're clear, it's fine. I can manage that. That's not an issue. I had to stop for a second. If the trays were white, it would be good, but it's not a problem. The lid is the biggest issue. I don't think these lids are going to hold up. I really don't. And before I wind up wasting $45 basically, I am going to send it back because I don't think it's going to hold up. You know, and I'm sad about it because I was really excited about this, because the rest of it is nice. This is strong. This is strong. No problem. It's just that hinge. I'm telling you. I mean, if you've ever had anything, like I store stuff in like different things. If you've had anything where you store and all of a sudden that hinge pops, right? And then what? You know, I mean, I have one thing that I use for needles for my crochet, and that thing broke. But it actually has a big lid, and it locks in place. Like the actual lid itself kind of locks in place, so I don't need that hinge. It doesn't matter. This, the only thing you have, because this here does not lock in place. Look. The only thing you have to lock in place is this. Once that hinge is gone, this no longer works. You might as well not have anything. So that's my problem. I mean, it's a nice system. I'm not in love with the hinge at all. I think the hinge is not, what number was that? 22. The hinge is not useful. It is not useful at all. So what I did is I actually ordered something from Temu. It's a tower. It's a 60 slot tower that fits these trays. Now, I do not have 60 of these trays by any stretch. I really like these trays, but as I work on when I get it, the one thing is you can actually, if you want to put it laying down, you can put these laying down, because these also have the lid. But of course, this lid's never going to be an issue. Okay, these are the Diamond Art Club lids. You can actually buy these now on Amazon. You can buy the kit for like $10, which honestly, come on, $10 really? Really? I mean, it's a nice tray and all, but you know, they send the tray for free. Are they charging us an extra $10? I don't know. Couldn't tell you. I just found it weird, you know. So that's my review. I've worked with it for pretty much right after I showed it to you guys. So whatever day that went up within because I usually don't do it the exact same day. I've been working with this at least a week, at least. And it just makes me nervous with the hinge. I don't think it's going to hold up. So therefore, I am going to send it back. There's nothing wrong with it. So when it goes back, it'll be fine. You know, they can resell it as a used piece. I haven't damaged it in any way. But personally, I don't think it's worth it. You know, and somebody mentioned that it was too much it's not in their budget. And I totally understand. It is not a cheap piece, okay? I mean, I completely get that. And honestly, I think for the price, they should have just, they should have thought of this a little bit better, because we're going to be opening, closing, opening, closing, opening, closing. After 100 times opening, closing, I think it's probably going to break, or even less. That's just my opinion. I may be completely wrong, but I don't think so. I know how plastic works, you know. After living 56 years on this earth, I'm pretty sure I know how opening and closing something for a multitude of times in plastic with that type of hinge, it never works. It always at some point breaks. All right, you guys, this is what I have for you. I hope you have a great day wherever you are. I mean, think about it if you really like it, buy it. You might love it, but I'm just letting you know my concerns, and keep that in mind, because who wants to spend $45? And I mean, you can do like I do, buy it, try it out for a month, because with Amazon, that's the one good thing, is you can return. And then if it works out for you, great. But if it doesn't, at least you have the opportunity to return it. All right, you guys, have a great day wherever you are. Take good care of yourselves. Blessings and thank you.